Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another sports edition of Game Review and the playoffs with the Falcons having a W over the Seahawks. Again, we have Claire Salette on the line. Claire Salette, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Coach. OMG.
So, what do you think?
Man, let me tell you something. The Falcons fans, I'm sure everybody's sitting there just like I was with your mouth dropped to the floor wide open because that's not the way to win this game, man. It was scary, but you know, to have 37 seconds left. Tony Gonzalez right now, I'm watching also, Tony Gonzalez right now in tears. This is a great win for him, great win for Atlanta. They needed to validate this season with the W in this game. And let me tell you something, Matt Ryan proved the heart and soul of this team. He came out with those last two plays to get them in field goal range. And the last pass called by none other than Tony Gonzalez. I'm telling you, this was just amazing, y'all. I can't even talk about those stats right now. I'm just speechless, you know, Coach?
Well, you know, the thing about it is the first quarter, you know, as you always say, the first quarter determines the last quarter and the W or L. But the first quarter let us know that the capacity to win was there. But by all means, the Seahawks being an up-and-coming, almost like a dream team, able to come back.
They are.
To almost 2.5 touchdowns back. I mean, it's just absolutely remarkable, almost nail-biting. I thought I was going to have to call 911.
I know, Coach. It was just nail-biting, I'm telling you. And I know that the Falcons fans in that dome felt a sigh of relief when Matt Ryan kicked it up through the ringers. And look, the Seahawks coach looked at himself like an idiot when he called the timeout and the first kick was missed by Matt Ryan.
Right. I mean, that was destiny.
Matt Ryan a chance to gather himself and to make sure, because he knew how important this game was to win for his team. He made the difference when he kicked that ball and made sure that it got in the upright. And I'm telling you, this was an awesome win for Atlanta. Great win, you know, for the fans of Atlanta who have waited for so long to have this opportunity to finally be able to say that we got past the first round of the playoffs to play in the championship for the NFC. It's an awesome day.
And so tell us all about the lineup. We got the 49ers coming here to Atlanta. And tell us...
Don't you just love it? Let me say this. Kaepernick is showing himself, and that's why people are looking like... It's not like Alex Smith was doing anything wrong in San Francisco when they made the change. But I tell you one thing, Kaepernick was doing everything right. And that's the reason they chose this young man over Alex Smith right now. He is an up-and-coming star just like RG3. And this boy has moves. You thought Wilson was running on us today. This kid can run. The defense is going to have to be on their best behavior. And I'm telling you, they can't come and you know, you can't be lackadaisical. You're going to need to take the win, and you're going to need to stick to it. Everybody's going to have to play their part, and you cannot slack up one bit. And the fans are going to have to stay in it, too. We got a little comfortable, and the fans should have stayed in the game. And you know, I was a little surprised, Coach, that we didn't pressure Wilson enough in that last quarter. The pressure should have been on thick with him. You know how great he is. We should not have allowed him to have so much success. And I'm telling you now, when we play Kaepernick and the 49ers, you're not going to be able to allow that to happen.
And Miller just, I mean, my goodness, it looked like the only points that was on the board for the Seahawks was Miller wide open every single time you turn around.
He's a tight end just like Gonzalez. I mean, when you got great players like that, you know, your defense is definitely going to have to be on their A game, because a guy like that is going to get in the right place to catch the ball. Same as Tony Gonzalez, and that's who this guy is. So, you know, when you have that, you just have to play close. You have to play tight, and you cannot allow those open opportunities in the outfield like that. It was just too many of them. And so they're going to have to definitely have their A game. They're going to have to watch the film, and the defense is going to be the key to the Falcons making it into the Super Bowl this year, and that is all it is to it.
Now, what are the 49ers bringing to this fight?
Oh, my God, 49ers are bringing strength to this fight. I mean, their offense and their defense have been playing spot on. I mean, they're not letting teams score right now. So when you look at that, I mean, Matt Ryan is going to have to be definitely on his game as far as precision. He is not going to be able to come in here and just throw haphazard balls in the air whenever he feels like it. He's going to have to stay controlled and make sure that he's keeping his eye on his receivers. If you don't have it, don't throw that ball like that. I mean, just seriously, you're not going to be able to play them that way. And again, San Francisco is bringing it both sides of the field. They're going to be on it on offense, and they're going to definitely be on it on the defense. And if China and Rodgers can have another great day like they had today, I'm telling you, that too is going to be another key factor in the Falcons. You got to have that run game, and you got to have that passing game, and that's going to win games for you.
Well, I think for the first half of the Falcons Seahawks game, I think that was the rabbit out of the hat for the Falcons, is that they were able to go ahead on and do something that you normally don't see on film. You normally don't see the passing game with the Falcons as the dominant factor for the first two halves of a football game. Right. And they came out with, instead of the running game, which you do see on film, they came out with the unexpected. But as you said so eloquently, the defense really gave the quarterback too much time. And of course, when they had Miller covered, the quarterback Wilson was open, and when Wilson was covered, Miller was open. I don't know. We was playing Jack in the Box right there. But I mean, they came out with a W. But as you said, when they faced the 49ers, a seemingly more experienced and veteran team, they're going to have to make sure their knives are sharpened.
And this is the thing, too, with Dakoud and Samuels out there in the field, and McClain, these guys are going to have to go after the ball. It's not enough just to knock down passes. We need some interceptions because that's going to win games as well. Let's take the ball in the opposite direction. We need to call some fumbles. I mean, I just don't see enough of the aggressiveness that they could have with such a great defense that we have for the Falcons. I mean, they need to be scoring points as well. We need to see the Falcons' defense score some points to win this game, to be honest with you.
And I think that you got that right on the head, because offensively the Falcons are pretty much in it. They got the running game going. I mean, Turner's a little lagging behind this year, but they got the passing game initiated.
But he made it count. But he made it when it counted the most. He made it happen, and that's what great players do.
That's right. I tell you, this is going to be a team to watch as the playoffs continue. After the 49ers, should we win that, what's next?
Okay, so today you're going to have right now the New England Patriots are playing against who's playing today? New England Patriots and Houston Texans, and the winner of that game is going to play Minnesota, the Vikings. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in Baltimore Ravens. I'm talking about the Vikings. I wanted the Vikings to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, but, they're out.
They're out. Yes, Ray Lewis and the Baltimore Ravens are going to play against the winner of the Patriots and Houston Texans game today. And I'm telling you, this is going to be a battle of the quarterback today, Matt Schaub and none other than Tom Brady. I'm telling you, I really see the Patriots winning this game because Tom Brady, when it matters, he always makes it happen. So that should be a very good game as well. But the winner of that game will go on to play Ray Lewis and the Baltimore Ravens. And then, that's where you're going to have your matchup for the Super Bowl.
And how bad did the Ravens, I know that we're going to do the sports show on Thursday coming up, but how bad did the Ravens want that game?
They wanted it bad, and they wanted it so bad that they played like they wanted it, just like the Falcons made it happen in the last 37 seconds of the game. That's what wins games. Your enthusiasm is good, your skill is good, but also your heart is going to matter. And Ray Lewis pushed that defense till he couldn't push them anymore. Flacco wanted it bad. I mean, he came out and made it happen on the offense side. So, I mean, when a team wants it bad enough, they prove it by the way they play.
Well, that's your sports update with Clara Salette at the sports desk, and I'm Marcus Salette. This is SIBN Radio, SIBN Sportscast, and we'll see you guys on game day again. Again, thank you for joining us. Clara, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Coach.
All right, that's a wrap.
You're listening to SIBN Radio on the Select USA TV iBroadcasting Network. You're listening to SIBN Radio.